European Union leaders have agreed to grant Ukraine and Moldova candidate status for EU membership. The move from applicant to candidate normally takes years, but the EU accelerated the process as a sign of solidarity with Kyiv. Well, the approval in Brussels comes just 4 months after Ukraine launched its bid in the early days of the conflict with Russia. Now, the EU decision is likely to anger Moscow, which has long opposed the prospect of Ukraine joining the bloc and becoming closer with the West.
Be very brief, because this is a very defining moment and a very good day for Europe today. I warmly congratulate President Zelensky, President Sandu, President Zurabishvili. All three countries are part of our European family. We've never let any doubt about that. And today's historic decision by leaders confirms that. It grants all three the perspective of EU accession, and it lays down the path ahead. I think this is a moment of great satisfaction, and I'm very pleased with the leaders' endorsement of our opinions. There can be no better sign of hope for the citizens of Ukraine, Moldova and Georgia in these troubled times. Of course, the countries all have to do homework before moving to the next stage of the accession process. But I am convinced that they will all move as swiftly as possible and work as hard as possible to implement the necessary reforms. Not just because they are required to move ahead in the European accession path, but first and foremost because these reforms are good for the countries, good for the democracy, because it strengthens the competitiveness of all three countries, and ultimately they are good for the citizens. Let me stress that I'm deeply convinced that our decision that we have taken today strengthens us all. It strengthens Ukraine, Moldova and Georgia in the face of Russian aggression. And it strengthens the European Union because it shows once again to the world that the European Union is united and strong in the face of external threats.